You're listening to Primordial Harmony, episode 70. Primordial Harmony is a D&D game set on the story of Princes of the Apocalypse loosely. I'm Mike, I'm running it, and I'm joined by... You start with Delia.
Hi, I'm Senna, and I'm playing Delia, the Gnome Wizard.
And I am Kitties, and I am playing the Gnome Bard.
Hi, my name is Miles. I'm playing Tadias Adnov. I'm an Asimar Seeker.
Hey, I'm Nyx. I play Bosch. She's a human rogue.
I am Zaffin, and I play Zachar Vitalis, the Fire Genasi demigod shovel knight, father, cook, madman.
Man of Mystery.
Man of Mystery. Alright. Well, last time we left the excavators, Delia, Tadias, Zachriel, the Goliath, Stoneflame, the Fire Elemental Char, and the Hobgoblins, Vardik and Modik, along with their new companion Vox, have cleared the Riverside Plaza in Forstride of Knolls. They began making their way up the southern hill. Zachriel, needing to make certain of his family's safety, took Stoneflame, Char, and the Hobgoblins toward the Wayshield headquarters as Delia, Tadias, and Vox made their way to Vardos Lane to check on Tadias' parents and Hum's landlord and close friend, Gizo, at their respective establishments. They fought their way through the streets using their skills of combat, magic, and trickery to clear a path. They arrived at Poor Decisions and Twiddles and Fiddles, two musical taverns. Hum, stricken with worry, seeing the second story of Twiddles and Fiddles torn apart, but she went with the others into Poor Decisions, where the group found the tavern floor in complete disarray, knolls everywhere, tables and chairs tossed about, glassware broken and discarded on the floor. Two knolls in particular, and one that the party recognized with a purple, wavy spiral pattern on his chest at the stairwell, attempting to clear a barricade, barring them from going up. Tadias, comprehending the danger to those above, likely his parents, sprinted for that group, leaving the gnomes and Vox at the door. A scrum begins, Tadias pulling the spawning gnoll into a grapple, but taking a mind-rending bite, so unexpected, Tadias' mind rent and broke, his personality and sense mangled. As Delia and Hum casted spells and Vox struck with short sword, Tadias dragged the spawner gnoll across the broken glass, along with himself. Tadias' body traumatized, he fell, losing consciousness. Hum was quick to act and casted mass cure wounds, healing herself, Tadias, and Vox. I think that's who was in the radius of that spell. Anyway. However, before Tadias could rise to fight, he was struck down again by that very gnoll that bit him. It tore into his neck, and Tadias' body lurched back into the broken glass, falling into a shard that, in particular, might kill him. Hum was out of powerful magic, unable to get to him to cast Cure Wounds. Tadias hung bound by a thread as Delia and Vox cleared the other gnolls in front of the bar. Delia used Bigby's hand to grind the spawner's gnoll into the glass, killing it, while Vox grabbed Tadias and spared him from the fatal injury he was mere moments from receiving. But the two gnolls behind the bar cleared the path and began to scramble up the stairs, met with the screams of the Idanovs. But Vox and Delia came through and slew them as Hum brought Tadias back from the brink of death. For a moment, it was quiet, as... What was Tadias' mother's name again?
It was like Zarya, spelled interestingly.
Patrick and Zarya Adanov came down the stairs to meet the party, only to discover their son
Peter.
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 My bad. Peter and... Yes. Only to discover their son had, for the moment, lost his mind. Hum's anxiety shot through the roof as she attempted to heal Tadias, mending his body, but not his mind. It wasn't until Delia recognized the type of condition affecting Tadias, realizing this was a powerful magic effect on his brain. Hum, in desperation, used Dispel Magic, and it seemed to work. Tadias came back to his senses. However, in the moment between his states of mind is when his angel guide Safinir sent him a message, inserting it into his memory. After this recollection, he shook himself off. Safinir warned Tadias of the looming threat of the elemental cultists and how, through their eyes, the elder elemental eye had been watching the excavators and Gordon's task force, seeing how they fight and their weakest points. But that pushed to the wayside for the moment. The party went to the ruined Twiddles and Fiddles and found Gizo pinned under rubble as they fought off another group of gnolls. Gizo and the Adanovs found and accounted for, the group made their way to the Wayshield headquarters and discovered that the section of street it was on was secured by barricades. Zachriel was there and let them in. We return to our heroes Walking up the porch, Gordon Copernicus, Wayshield Administrator, welcoming. Let me take you to the page. Or stride, just to mark where you are. And, so, Zachriel, your companions have returned. And, Gordon welcomes you into the Wayshield headquarters. He just has he's holding the door open, and you guys are, like, on the porch.
Hum makes a beeline for Gordon. And she says, "Who is this Fox character?"
Fox comes up to Gordon and said, "I told you I've returned."
I'm talking.
He smiles a bit at Vox, and then he looks at and his shoulders kind of raise up and down as he sighs. He says, "I'm sorry. With everything that's going on, it makes sense for you to be skeptical. This is Vox. Her and I have fought together in the past. She saved my life."
And she's good then.
She is. She'll be a very important ally in the days to come.
Hum blushes a little bit and looks at Fox and makes words that sound like, "Sorry for being so mean," but walks.
Today, you look,
Oh yeah, everybody, make Constitution saving throws. DC 13.
Probably.
You don't have disadvantage on con saves. Yeah.
Sorry, I forgot I got that
It's all
on.
good. You actually succeed. All right, Delia, you take a level of exhaustion. What are you at now?
Okay. 2.
Okay. Does that mean half speed?
Yes, I'm gonna immediately start ritual casting a Phantom Steed.
So, are you guys just hanging out on the porch?
Well, it sounds like Zachariel is noticing the giant bloody face of Tadias trying to walking into the building, so I'm going to turn to him and be pretty quiet about it, but it looks like he lost the fight. Different.
oh, you live, so you won the fight. Come, I will take him and help him inside.
All right.
But we might have other things. Who is in the building? Who have they rescued so far?
Speaking of which, entering the front lobby of the Wayshield headquarters, first thing you notice is how many people are in here. They're packed, almost shoulder to shoulder. Being through here before, you know that this building can hold up to 50 people throughout its rooms and hallways. People line the walls. Women, men, children of the typical demographic of Fourth Stride. Mostly humans, elves, halflings, a few dragonborn, tieflings, and half-elves. You also notice a couple of genasi, aside from Zachriel and Sihara.
In a cursory glance, do I see Katie anywhere?
Don't.
Delia, do you see your family in here anywhere?
Delia just shoos you off because she's trying to focus on casting this Phantom.
Did you address Delia aloud, Vox? Yeah. Delia, you hear a familiar voice. Delia?
I'll break my concentration on the spell and turn around.
I don't know how to say this, so I'm just gonna post it into the thing.
Corelli.
Recognize Corelli in tattered robes, singing against one of the walls.
I'm gonna run up to her and hug her and
She hugs
tell her,
back.
I'm so glad you're safe.
She says, I'm glad you're safe too. It's been a day.
I'm gonna like look her over and say, I really hate to ask this of you, but would you be willing to help me cast a phantom steed?
She blinks for a
I
moment.
need to go check on my family.
She pulls out her spell book and well, let's see. I don't know if she knows a spell, so higher or lower?
Higher, but like, could I just like, because the way that I see it, like ritual spells, you have to like, you set your book down and you like make markings and stuff. Could I like show her my spell book and help me?
Okay. Well, the rules. Let's see. The way they cast magic to work is that like you need to take time to copy stuff.
Okay.
So it might not work. I mean, that's not a bad idea. It's probably going to be an Arcana check on her part, to decipher like how your shorthand spell writings work. So it's probably just going to be. Okay. Both you and her are going to make Arcana checks and see how well she can read and how well you can express what you have there. So I was making this a combined check with a DC of 35. This is 34.
That sucks.
Unfortunately, she seems to be getting it, but something about the tiredness that is just like flowing through you is making it harder.
I'll have little like tears welling up in my eyes, and I'll keep trying to cast the spell.
Okay. I mean, you can still do it.
Yeah.
All right. She looks like she was about to start like talking, but when you planted down and started casting, she kind of clammed up. But you do that. What else is everyone doing? What's the dice time?
I'd like to try to talk to Gordon for a second.
Okay.
So I'm gonna kind of approach him quietly and say,
We'll get to that in a second. I just want to get around the table. So, what is Vox doing anything?
Yeah. She's gone over to Sierra to make sure she got her dog back.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's right. Sierra is like clinging onto why am I forgetting
Dante.
his name?
Dante.
She's just clinging onto Dante, gently rocking against Dante, and she looks up and like, everybody, whoever will listen, and she just says, "Thank you."
Oh, don't thank me. You need to thank your daughter. Or your dad. He and his friends showed up.
She nods, looks to Zachariel. What's Zachariel doing?
I've been looking for their names for the last little while, but I'm looking around to see who's missing. Like if that other family is there, like with the boy.
They are. Cedric and the Farmstead family. That's what I have them as in my notes. Siri and where the fuck? There they are. And Ephraim, Sillery, Ephraim, and Cedric. They're there.
He's just checking with them to make sure they're okay, and I guess like to anyone who sees him, like he looks exhausted, but he's trying to put on this facade of he's all right.
Mm-hmm. When you greet them, Cedric he's both like trembling, but he also looks a little excited as he says Miss Vitalis is so cool. She blasted Knowles with lightning and got us here.
She's quite special.
Okay, what's Hum doing?
Hum is fussing over Giza right now. She's just trying to make sure he's okay, that he'll be okay if he leaves her there.
Okay.
Or she leaves her there.
Okay. We'll play out a scene if you'd like, but let's go back to Tadias approaching Gordon.
Gordon, can I have a moment of your time?
Of course. It's going to be a little difficult to get some... Here, why don't we go out to the porch? And,
No. It doesn't need to be very secret.
Oh, okay, good. Then what is it?
Have you found any survivors from the Archaeological Society?
Most of our efforts have been focused on the hill. At least our proximity.
No word? Do you know if they made it to the Citadel, perhaps?
I'm uncertain. Haven't had much communication with Colonel Blaze.
Right.
The sending that I sent to you and the little task force I've set up took a little bit of my own magical reserves. But I have seen activity on the Elemental Industrial Hill, and it looks like there have been some evac operations.
Thank you. That's all I needed.
They
I'm gonna go sit down with my family.
Okay. All right. So.
I gotta look through the crowd. Do I see Carahill?
No, you don't.
Do I see anyone from, like anyone in robes, like that would look like they're clergy?
You do not.
What about Spice Daddy? Did Spice Daddy make it?
Oh God! What about? I hope he's not in town.
You do not.
He's out of town.
You don't see Spice Daddy in the crowds of people.
No.
He said, Gordon will kind of mention that, it's a little portentous, but I actually had Solid Strides make a basement. We've got a lot more people down below.
Oh, good.
But we're
Are they
close.
well?
They are well. I've set up a small amount of food stores in case we end up being in a siege, but if the militia can get their... kind of narrows his eyes. If the militia can get their shit together, and with you here and with the task force coming in, hopefully tomorrow, we should be able to clean up the city in short work.
Perhaps we should try and get word from the Citadel. Hum,
Yeah.
you have any magic left?
I have some.
Are you able to send a message to Grobash?
I do not have send message. You'd have to ask Delia.
I thought... Okay, alright. Delia.
You see Delia is casting a ritual.
Hey, Delia, what are you doing?
I'm
Delia.
trying to make my horse. Please stop.
We need to send a message to Grobash.
I cannot help you. And then I'll like hunker down over my sigils and spell work.
She's just tired.
She's starting
Wait.
to get those like crazed looks and look in her eyes.
Tadias.
Yes.
The Eudonic letter.
Right. I reach into my pouch and I pull out the dagger and the letter that was attached. I guess you worked one way, I can work another way.
What's that?
You darling dropped it off when we were heading into the city. I begged it with other things, priorities. But as I kind of pull out the dagger and show it to her, this belonged to a friend.
That's not Illyria's dagger, is it?
Yes. I unveil the note. What does it say?
You want me to read it, or do you want to read it next?
Oh, you can read it.
I can't read it. Okay, let me find it in the deed.
Oh, this is not what I was.
No, I know what you're
I
going
know.
for, but
Okay.
One thing and then to the
I
other.
guess we're gonna do this now. Did I pin it? Please tell me I pinned it. No, I didn't. Fuck.
Damn.
Uh.
500, I'll read it.
Can you just pin it in our DMs and I'll read it for you? It's up to you, Alan. Okay, here we go. Short note that reads, Tadias, do not think ill of me, as it pains me that I had to leave when my very own home was under attack. Please understand that I am needed by my father's side. You don't need me anymore. The Temple of Eternal Flame has shown me this. You guys will prevail. A. Like it's signed as the letter A.
Roll up the scroll, and I hold Udarnik up to Zachariel. Would you like to write a note?
Sure.
The receptionist, who is usually here, the blonde man. Here, excuse me. And he's like pulling open this drawer, and there's like people shuffling. Pulls out this piece of parchment.
As I'm handing the stuff to Zachariel to do that, I kind of lean down to say and I hand the note that we had to
So he gives. Sorry, go on. Sorry.
Just sits on the ground and starts crying.
At the very least, she's safe.
Yeah, but yeah, that was Illyria's way.
Sometimes it was. We have more important things right now. We'll get back to our friend later.
Do you take the parchment, Zachariel?
Yeah.
Just hands it up. It's got tears on it now.
I put the moistened note back into my bag.
Dear Marshal Grobosh, this is Zachariel from the Way Shields. I'm here with the excavators. We have a contingency of people here. We are wondering where you need help. What else should I add to this letter? Also, I have a Goliath here who wants to meet you.
At this point, you've got a phantom steed, Delia. Like outside, I guess.
Yes. Okay.
Hopefully not on the inside.
Just that'd be awkward.
I'm
You hear Stoneflame
gonna
be
hop
like,
on it.
Ooh, of course.
Of course.
Runs out to where Delia is and says, "Where are you going?"
I have to check on my family.
Honey, you're so tired. Are you sure that this is the best time for you to go off on your own?
Gordon, like, is blinking. He says, "Don't let her go off on her own."
I don't know that I have the power to stop her. I'm trying with words. Not strong enough to stop her with strength.
None of us are fast enough to catch that thing.
I scream for Zachariah.
Delia, get off the horse.
Delia glares at you, and you can see that she's got like bags under her eyes now, and she
Look,
says you would do the same thing.
Yeah,
You
that's
did
right.
do the same thing.
And that's why I'm going to go with you.
I don't have the time to continue casting steeds for everyone.
No, we'll do it the natural way.
Clambers up onto the back of the steed. You're not going without me.
All right, look. We need to go and check on your family and your friends, but we need to find someone to heal Tadias.
I'm fine. He's
He's not that hurt right now. I've healed him as much as I can.
Oh, well, there's blood all over his face, isn't it?
Yeah, he needs to wash up.
I'll be fine, Zachariel. It's a scratch. A very, very deep scratch, but nothing but one scratch.
Alright, well, could you tell Udanik to go find Grolbash and give him this letter?
Alright. I will take his little tiny parchment and I will do the Illyria trick.
Okay.
And I will kind of whisper the commands to go run off to the Citadel and find the guy.
He zips off.
He's pretty distinguished. You can kind of spot him in a crowd.
He goes high into the sky so that he doesn't get murked by accident.
Yeah, hopefully.
Okay.
Alright, Delia, where are we going?
You tell me.
Well, the house is on the eastern side, but Delia is not sure. She doesn't think you guys could keep up.
I mean, the Phantom Seed has a speed of 100 feet.
Yeah.
Look, you're in no condition to do this by yourself. Just don't run full speed. And if you do run full speed and you run into danger, turn around and move back a bit so we can catch up.
I'm not leaving this spot. Hum wraps her arms around Delia's waist.
You can feel Delia sort of like resign herself to you guys coming along. And she says, so then let's hurry up, please.
What's Fox doing? Haven't heard anything.
He's attending to everybody, just making sure that they're okay and well.
Is she staying at the Wayshield headquarters?
So far.
Okay.
Oh, she's also trying to bandage herself up because she got pretty attacked too.
Alright, good, and we're going again. We have to make sure people are okay.
Good luck.
Do we bring the rogue?
Yeah, we're gonna take Vox with us. She's very useful. Vox, do you want to come with us?
Please?
More adventure. I would love to, but I'm a little hurt a bit.
Okay.
Gordon.
Well, you guys see
we'll see you
her.
later.
You guys see her wrapping her wounds.
How messed up is she?
It's like half.
Okay.
That's about where the rest of the group is.
I'm a little better thanks to, her freaking out already.
No, you are doing well, I know.
Okay, so just to be clear,
Okay.
are you a DM to player? Are you keeping your character here?
I will go with them.
Okay. So Vox ties a bandage to her leg and just kind of makes sure that the bleeding is stopped. And she comes out to the porch. All right. So you have command of that party token right here. So drag it and tell me where you're going.
I think that Delia needs to be the one that directs us, seeing that she's riding Phantoms.
3.
So the way that Delia is thinking right now with 2 levels of exhaustion, that it might be a good idea, instead of staying in where all the streets are and where all the gnolls are, that there will probably be fewer gnolls around, is it a fence or is it a wall?
It's like a well-constructed, grid-like fence. There's, it's almost a palisade, but there's, only a few, or the holes are sort of open, but they're all lashed together with metal rope.
Is this, broken open?
Yep.
Here?
You sort of look down that way, and yeah, it's open. It's broken down.
Is there like anybody in this area?
Not that you can see.
Well, can I peek and see?
You have to start walking down.
Delia's just gonna go this way because that's what she thinks is best.
All right, you guys trot along, jogging. All right, go ahead and roll. Yeah. It's finally starting to get dark as we crawl into this summer solstice evening. Summer solstice evening. Anyone else? You want to make a check, Justin? And contribute to?
Sure.
Alrighty. The two hearty gentlemen notice, as they start to clear the fence, that there's some movement inside the woods here. But as you start to creep along, they don't seem to notice you. However, sort of in between the fence and the tree line is this group of gnolls that seems to just be hanging out. For the moment, they don't seem to notice you, but you're about 900 feet away.
Can we tell how many there are?
With those checks, yeah, there are. Wait. This many.
Delia, 5 in front of 9 shots.
Delia just shakes her head and she says, I'm basically tapped out. All I've got are cantrip.
Allow me and Zachariel to clear the way as best we can. Walk you with us.
Of course.
Okay.
Alright. 3 bruisers in the front. Let's do it.
3 bruisers in the front. Alrighty. Go ahead and roll. So, Justin, this mechanic here, it's going to be... You're going to have 2 DCs you need to clear. There's going to be a DC where I add up all of the party's checks into one big number, and then an individual DC that you need to clear to avoid damage. You can use... You, as a Battlemaster, can use superiority dice to give yourself a little bump, a +3 to your roll. So there's 5. Okay, I have the DC here. So 3 of you guys going up to it. Go ahead and roll your checks.
Who would like to go first?
So I'm going to throw sleep.
You're gonna throw sleep.
I am going to throw sleep.
Okay. That. Oh wait. So you're contributing. You're gonna be up there, Hum.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So go. So you get a +3 to that.
I think you Constitution roll.
Yeah, that's a.
Oh, that was the wrong one. I meant to hit charisma. Sorry.
Well,
There we go.
A little better. Yeah.
Is that the same modifier? Okay, so you
Shouldn't
rolled a
be.
16 initially. What I'm gonna say. Go ahead and type in 19, so that I have it. So you throw sleep, and some of them just kind of collapse. What happens next?
I'm gonna say in my kind of little head jarred stupor that I'm really trying to act defensively and draw attention for Zachariel to attack them. So I'm gonna run up and use shield and just try to draw heat.
All right.
So either inciting them or something like that, or athletics to kind of just get their attention or something like that. How would you want me to roll that?
Just justify whichever you want.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna use athletics to grab a hold of a few of them and hold them for Zachariel.
Hell yeah.
And that's a level 1 spell. What's the plus on that?
3,
3. So
20. All right.
alright, plus 3.
And Delia will do her best to snipe a few, or snipe one with fire.
There you go. I don't think you have... Oh, it's 11. Alright.
Yeah, I'm just
Oh.
keeping disadvantage on because exhaustion.
Mm-hmm.
So Vox is just coming in, running with her short sword and slicing anybody she sees.
Slice and dice. Okay. What about you, Zachriel? Justin?
Forgot I was on push to talk. I guess seeing what Tadias is doing, I'm gonna kind of like using the time of day, kind of use it as cover to get up behind him and then wrap around him and like go for a decapitation with Suni.
Hell yeah.
Like using his body to hide.
Hell yeah. Roll that attack roll. Yeah. Okay. Let's add this all together. Alright, so Delia, you did not make your individual check. You're going to take a little bit of damage. But, actually, no. The way I have it set up, so Delia gets in danger. Like, she's sort of, like, having trouble holding on to her, you definitely succeed the party DC. But Delia is in danger as, like, she starts stumbling over her horse, and it's like she's about to fall. I have my hands up expectantly. What happens?
Hum has a hold of her waist. She's not going anywhere.
Okay. You kind of shake her awake. Alright, perfect. That threat dealt with. Now what?
Forward march. Just along the outside of this wall.
For the entirety of the wall, you don't run into any more trouble. Question, what side of the river is her family's farm on? I mean, her family's home on?
I mean, which side would be more fertile?
Oh, you know what? We actually already established this because we introduced your character as they were coming back from Rolid, so it would be the north side. So you're gonna have to cross a bridge. Or try to ford the river.
Bridge is probably better.
I played enough Oregon Trail.
How wide is the river?
The river is about 480 feet wide at this
Oh
point.
god.
I guess we'll go over the bridge.
Okay, so getting to the bridge, there is absolutely some gnolls hanging out there. How many? Find out in a hot second after I... And as you pass Akka, you can see that, like, there are some windows broken, and you just get this vibe as you pass by. Which maybe you'll figure out what means later. Alright, let me figure out how many gnolls you're dealing with. 8 gnolls? Oh boy.
Oh, what the hell?
Fudgin' A.
This is gonna be hard. So, what do you do?
Hum is gonna fire her thingy bobber.
Her crossbow?
Yes.
Alright. Give me that attack roll. That's unfortunate.
That is.
Oh wait, you
fair.
don't have... Oh, well,
Oh.
never mind. No, it's still 10, because it's the first number.
Yup.
Unfortunate.
Delia
Vox is-
will... Go ahead next.
Oh, I was gonna say Vox is gonna go right up with Hum and shoot her as well.
Alright. A rain of arrows on this group of 8 gnolls that are camping on this bridge.
Delia's gonna snap her fingers, and the first time she does it, nothing happens, but she does it a couple more times, and then gets some magic missiles out on some of the gnolls.
Alright. Are you casting it at a first level?
Yes.
Well, we're not going to use the
That's
damage roll.
a
Go
plus
ahead.
3, right?
We're not going to use the damage roll. Roll like a magic attack roll. Spell attack roll. And then add that plus 3. That's a 23, because you don't have disadvantage on attack rolls yet. It's 23 plus 3, 26. Okay. And they start, like, you've tenderized them a little bit. As Tadias and Zachariel.
Can I use a spell to modify a skill?
Yes. You have, that was another thing I wrote. If you have a spell from a magic item, it works the same.
I assume it's a base racial one, though. Or you could use shield, I guess.
Suni?
The
Suni.
shield or Suni or your racial. Yep. What are you doing?
Just like if I'm at like the edge of the bridge, if I use a spell that would like kind of like shake the earth, like if I use Earth Tremor to shake the ground, would that shake the bridge a little bit?
Yeah. I mean,
all right. So my plan is to use Earth Tremor on the ground before the bridge, and let out like a battle cry as like an intimidation, try to get them to flee.
okay. So you're gonna try to roll an intimidation check?
Yeah.
Okay. With that plus 3 from Earth Tremor.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oof.
Alrighty. You guys are gonna be taking some hurts as you try to clear your way through here.
Well, if I'm getting hurt already, let's go early in. Today's just fed up with these fucking gnolls. Is just gonna charge right in with Rezier, start slashing them up aggressively, throwing them off the bridge. Just a bloody torrent of slicing daggers.
There you go. Give me that attack roll.
And I'm gonna use haste.
Okay, that's plus 8. You definitely needed that. Alright, so let me tally up this whole thing. Those of you that failed, boy howdy.
Yeah, this is gonna be a rough one.
It's gonna be a rough one. So, Hum, you failed your check. Box failed her check. Delia failed her check. The DC is 20. Zachariel failed his check.
I did.
Wait a minute, didn't she get the 23?
Oh, she did. I'm sorry. You're right. That advantage thing really draws your attention. Or disadvantage thing. No, it's cool. So those of you that failed your check, you are going to take that much damage. So you
Do I get to take half of it?
Uncanny dodge. Well, you'll have to choose which one you don't want to take because I don't. Well, hold on. Let me make sure. Let me tally up the party check real quick here. Shit. The fuck. 26. 9.
I'm doubtful with like 3 party failures.
Oh, that plus 8. That makes that 22. Okay. You did not succeed the party DC, and for every 10 points under this threshold, so that's not 20. So the entire party takes, as you guys start making your way through, the gnolls are a little bit tougher than you expect, and you're going to be taking hits and slashes as they get all up in your business, and you all take 10 damage. And then those of you that failed your individual DC, you take an additional 5. You can have one of those if you have Uncanny Dodge. But you managed to slay all of them and knock them into the river. And you make your way to Delia's house as the sky grows darker. In front of Delia's house, just kind of hanging out outside, there's a whole another group of gnolls.
While they're riding towards Delia's house, Hum is going to cast Cure Wounds on her.
Absolutely. If you want to do that, go right ahead. Any actions like out of combat between these two or between these things, you can do that. Ooh, that's unfortunate.
Damn.
Oh, I'm so screwed.
All right. We're gonna figure out how many more null dudes are here. Oh wait, that's not what I want. 7. A little easier.
Jeez.
So go ahead and tell me what you're doing.
Fox will go within the surprise attack and do her short bow.
All right.
Hum is going to throw Mind Sliver.
Nice.
Delia is going to Firebolt and also Blade Ward.
To
Hold on.
break up.
Your check is a lot lower than it ought to be if you're doing like a spell attack, Hum. Because it's like plus 2, and your proficiency bonus is plus 4. You know what I mean?
You're clicking charisma, so it's not adding a proficiency. So what you'd rather use is a save or a spell attack?
Oh, okay. Let me
So-
use one of my charismas here.
Well, you rolled a 12 naturally, so just figure out what your modifier is, and we'll just...
I believe you're a 20 charisma, right, Hum?
Yeah, it's
So I mean,
5.
you're plus 9, so you're at 21.
Okay.
So just to break the monotony of slashing things and attacking things, I'm going to cast Light using my Awesome ability.
Okay.
I'm going to put it on one of my ball bearings, throw it in the sky, and yell to one of the gnolls, make a wish as I knock him out.
Nice.
So I'm going to use Arcana for that, just to be saucy. And taking damage.
You are taking damage. Okay.
All right. Can I do like a charging slide to kind of knock one over my shield and then attack?
Athletics.
Action surge, burning hands.
Oh, action surge.
Ooh,
Oh, I forgot.
bonus to
Shit, I
into
forgot
it.
to- okay. I didn't come up with a bonus for action surge. What am I going to do for that?
What if it gets advantage on the roll?
Yeah, okay. We'll do that.
2 actions.
Does that sound agreeable?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. Go ahead and do that.
So, okay, so the first one is athletics.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
There you go.
About that
Fucking
advantage.
succeeds with flying colors.
And then I would have action surge to do a burning hands and just kind of like sweep across the remaining of them. So,
Yeah, and they all
first
just
level spell.
fall over dead as this whole scrum happens. But a few of them get some arrows off, and you guys are gonna take a little bit of hits. Although, those of you that succeed on your individual checks, so the DC was 18 for your individual. So Zachriel and Hum can negate individual damage for one ally. So let me tally up this total. 21, 11, 10, 28. You're 3 away from succeeding the party DC. So everybody takes 1d6 plus
What
2.
is it the so like if I used Blade Ward from my staff, would that give a bonus?
Oh yeah, that's a magic item charge. Yeah, totally. You kind of have to do it before the roll, but I'll give it to you.
She did.
She did?
So-
Yeah,
She did.
I didn't hear
I
you.
just
I'm sorry.
didn't put the plus whatever.
Okay. Well, I would say that's a +3 because that's kind of like a first level spell thing. So yeah, it brings you guys up. So you don't take the full damage. However, those of you that rolled underneath 18 are going to take some damage.
Yeah.
I don't think
Give it
anybody
to me.
rolled less than. Oh no! Wait. Every 10 points.
So since I'm like up there with Tadias, could I use? You said I get to negate the damage,
You do.
so I just kind of like throw the target in front of him.
Yeah. Today, so you don't take that 6 points of damage. Vox
And-
did not succeed by 5 or more. Oh wait, no, neither Vox or Hum succeeded by 5 or more because it's 18. Am I doing my math right? 21, 22, 23. Yeah, you need a 23. So it looks like Delia is the one taking that hit.
Okay.
That's 6 points of damage. All right.
How's Delia looking?
Haggard, a little bruised and battered, but not. I'm not about to die.
I'm gonna slap
Still
you for
got
the
34 HP.
9. Oh, just in case, I'm gonna slap you for the 9 awesome art healing. Kind of like, help you down off the horse and make sure you have just a little bit of glowing healing as you go into the house.
Thank you. Well, I'm gonna do that. I'm rushing into the house.
All right, give me a hot second to make sure I have my shit in order here. Okay. Starting to get dark. Oh, wait. Damn it. Hang on.
Hey, did we take a
No.
long rest after we left the thing?
Left what thing?
The fire temple?
Yeah, you
We
guys
did.
had a long rest. You had a whole day.
Okay, can I roll that D4 for my shield charges?
Yes, you can. Meanwhile, go.
Oof.
Those are all the gnolls you just killed.
Naughty, naughty, no.
So, Delia, the first thing you notice as you approach the house is that there's a trail of blood leading into the cellar door shed thing.
Well, I can only move 12 feet a turn, so I'm going in there on my slow little pace.
As I see her hobbling, I kind of walk past her at normal speed. Do you want to lift?
I'll hold on to him.
I just kind of walk a little slower, make sure that she has support.
Front door is right here.
Open the door for her.
Alright, you open the door.
Did you say the blood's coming towards this thing?
Yeah, you see a little couple of blood. Shit. No. Dynamic lighting in the.
Oh, I see it, little speckles.
You see this trail of blood coming out from the door. Actually, not coming out from the door. It's like there's this puddle here, and then there's some blood leading into there.
Oh, I would have been following that.
You're following that?
Yeah.
Okay. Follow that, and you go into the cellar. I need Zachriel and Tadias to make dexterity saving throws.
Ooh, fun. I have a feeling I'm going to fail.
Tadias, you bang your head on the top of the door frame.
Well done.
Zachriel,
Yes.
you duck in because this is gnome-sized, and you have to crouch really bad to get in there.
Yeah, this is a gnome house.
Dunk. Ah.
So you guys go in, and there is just a mess. It looks like so. Tadias, with your natural investigative eye, you can tell that there's a scramble to get down here, and there's what's down here, Delia? Sacks of flour.
Yeah, just a couple of empty old barrels, extra sacks, and then flour.
So there's there's footsteps in the flour, and you notice that there's a door here that you hadn't seen before.
Okay, I'm going in.
And the blood actually leads to it. You go in, and there's a ladder leading down about 10 feet and into a smaller space. And looking around, this is a new sort of addition that you weren't aware of. The ground is like this sort of clay floor. Is anyone else going in after it?
Does it look too tight for?
How small is it?
It's kind of tight, but you could get in there. It would take a while for you to mush your way in.
Tadias, perhaps
gonna
we should wait here just in case any gnolls come in.
I got her back.
All right. I was so
Just yell
excited
if
about
we need help.
Pooh Bear Santa stuffing, Zachriel down, but I guess we'll just leave that to the events.
All right. Down here, the walls are sort of more earthen, more soily, and you notice what looks like a metal plate in the wall. This room is like 10 feet by 10 feet. It's a very small room.
Okay, I'm gonna look at the plate.
You're investigating the plate. Do you just look at it?
Well, it's like on the wall. I'm gonna touch it.
All right, so you kind of move your hands about it, and you find that your fingertips kind of sink into the soil a little bit, and a little bit crumbles away, and you see what looks like a hinge that's on like a pivot, and you notice that it looks like it could be opened by turning it, kind of like the doors in the temples.
I'm doing that.
And
I'm turning it.
you see a tunnel leading away.
I turn to him and I'm like, I don't know what I should do. I think I need to
Call
check
for them. Call for them.
I'm gonna start yelling down the tunnel.
You don't hear anything back. Meanwhile, up top, I'm gonna put you guys here to symbolize that's where you are. Where's Vox? Is she just chilling?
Yeah, I'm hanging with the boys.
All right, Vox, you notice and you hear footsteps coming in from inside the house, and the door opens as this creature steps out.
Red. Well,
Roll initiative. It's going to take Hum and Delia a turn to get up here if they hear what's going on.
Is it gonna take me 2 turns?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Let me hop on this music here.
So, is initiative considered an ability check?
Yes, it's a dexterity check. Yeah, it's a dexterity check. Yep.
So those of us with exhaustion have disadvantage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, 6.
Alrighty. Roll for this guy right quick. Why is he in the GM layer? Blah. And then... Sort this boy. Vox. Quick to act. What do you do?
oh. He doesn't see us yet, right?
Well, I called initiative because he noticed you. You definitely did not get the drop on this guy. I'm sorry. $13 does not hit him. It just barely grazed his fur and it just kind of twangs into the door.
No, I can, let's see, run up to him, maybe take the dagger to him.
I don't... No, you can't do 2-weapon fighting. You've used your ranged attack.
Okay, I guess,
You're just staying there?
no, I'm gonna back up a bit.
Okay. Is that all you're doing?
Yeah.
Alrighty. The knoll with the nasty purpley spire is going to jump off of the stairs down to here and assesses and sees Vox had shot at him. Didn't like that too much, even though he didn't get hit, and he's going to start to run toward her, clear past the two of you. Well, actually, just Adias.
I'm gonna swing at him with Reser.
Alright. He takes that hit for 8 damage, and he is going to He's just going to slash at you with a claw as he runs by, but misses. Kind of spins around, and then he kind of tumbles, but he spins around his hand and he's going to claw Vox. 24.
Hits.
Gonna hit for 9 slashing. He grabs her shoulder and brings her in for a bite. 15.
Miss.
That just misses as you jerk your neck. And, and you feel his nasty spittle on your ear, but you don't get bit by that. So you only take 9 slashing. Hum starts to scramble up as she hears this combat, yes?
Yes.
Alright. At the end. Sorry.
Am I able to make it up so I can even see him?
Make a dexterity check. So you'll have disadvantage on that, unfortunately. But if you succeed the DC I have in my brain, you'll be able to.
So the first one.
10's not going to do it. So no, you don't. You just get up just in time to see all this action happen before you can really form another action to do. At the end of your turn, after failing to blurp Vox, the creature's chest expands and spits this guy out right between Zachriel and Vox. What's initiative real quick? 20. Oh, he'll go with the next round. Alright. For some reason it sorted out Zachriel, so Zachriel, take your turn.
Jedias, keep its mouth shut. I'm gonna knock this one prone.
Alright. That's
Never mind.
strength.
Hey!
Yeah.
He kind of struggles a bit as you just take him off guard as he's barking up that other gnoll and just whack, and he's and just as like the newly freshly spawned gnoll's foot leaves his mouth, he just falls over.
So I'm gonna attack him.
All right.
I'm gonna make that a goading.
Okay.
Actually, the DC should be 16 now, I believe. I haven't changed it.
Wisdom,
Oh,
that 8, and what is that? 14 damage. Okay.
and then my other attack, I'll go against the one he just spit up,
Alrighty.
and then I'll make that a goading as well.
Okie doke. He fails. He turns his
Yes.
attention on you. Takes 15 damage. Alrighty. The Dias.
Bonus action, I'm gonna hit the wind jets on the suit, and I'm gonna move in.
Alrighty.
Yeah, I'm gonna start cutting up this guy, and I believe I have advantage. He's prone.
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, just res your slash.
Hit. For 10 fucking piercing.
Do it again.
You're not gonna use the Blifflin dagger?
Not right now.
Alright. It's not like it would do more damage or anything.
Does it? I have the +1 to hit on this, an extra 1 point of damage. So
The Blifflin
I mean, if I
dagger
could
does
do it-
fire damage if it comes in contact with blood.
yeah, so it does a random d6. So I would have to roll 4, 5, or 6 for more. And all right, sure, pass it.
That hits.
So that would be my improvised one. Not my improvised one. My what's it called? Exploit the weakness. So I also
Yeah.
have that.
Exploits the weakness. He cries out, and you gashed him up significantly as he's like tumbling around and trying to stand up. The blood ignited a little bit, and it's crisping up on a certain wound. He's, yeah!
You see his eyebrows obviously raise as he used the weapon for the first time.
Delia starts scrambling up. Fox.
Now he hasn't went yet, has he?
He has not went.
Bandage on him. I'm going to take my sword out and try and slice his head off.
Okay. That is a hit. You coolly So he starts lunging for Zachriel, like about to bite at him, but Fox just slices his head clean off, crumples to the ground. I think you used your bonus action to aim, so you're out of actions. Totally stealing his turn from him. Alright. The gnoll stands up. Didn't like that at all. The dice. And he's going to go for you. How'd we get here again? Claw! 25.
That'll do it.
6 slashing.
Alright.
Natural 1. So you brush off the other one, and then he just kind of angrily lurches forward, his mouth wide open. 17.
That'll miss.
That'll
Thank
miss. Alright. You see the same creature that fucked with Tadias the last time, all up in his face, but he manages to dodge that one all-important bite. It's your turn. What do you do?
Oh, she sent in a mind sliver towards him.
That's a intelligence save? Alright. He's not very intelligent, but he saves.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Sorry about
She
that.
is going to viciously mock him with her ring.
Alrighty, wisdom. He does not succeed on that. And he has a disadvantage on his next attack. You only rolled 3 damage? Oh, that's unfortunate. Alright. He's... Zachriel, it's your turn.
Alright, I want to try to grapple him and just kind of like put him in a headlock and
Okay.
just close in on his throat.
Alright, I guess that's gonna be athletics. That's a tough strength to beat. But you beat it. And you haven't grappled. I think you're gonna have to use your other attack action to pin him in the way you want.
Yep.
Yep. Alright, strength. You do not, as you just kind of have him, he's just like...
Alright.
Thaddeus.
I have some experience in closing shut gnoll mouths with my hands, so I'm gonna get in there and I'm gonna grab him as well.
Okay.
So I want to roll my athletics.
What's the goal here?
I'm just trying to pinch those Tiefers down.
Okay, well, you don't.
Well, I'm gonna do it again.
He's bleeding.
Yeah!
He's bleeding profusely.
My thought is, if he spits up gnolls, if he can't spit them out, will he explode?
Oh, alright, well.
I was
sure
thinking that. I was just holding him.
He's gonna beat that. So he's still kind of like... You kind of like have him... Alright, Delia, you take your more time slowly climbing the ladder, getting out. Fox.
Just come up to him and... I'm gonna shove my sword through his head.
There you go. That's a hit. You have sneak attack? For 8 piercing, just enough to brain him. As he just... And you can see, like, another forming gnoll inside of him, but inside, like, his throat, and as his jaw goes slack, and he just crumples down to the ground if you let him go. And we're out of initiative.
Those things are so disgusting.
Seems the house is not clear.
Delia's gonna make her way into the house then.
Okay.
As fast as my tired little gnome legs can carry me.
The inside of the house is trashed. Just shit strewn everywhere. Flour all over the floor and footsteps that I didn't have time to add. Sorry about that. But, as you make your way through, you actually find that there's no more gnolls in the house proper. You go upstairs, you check the rooms, it's all clear. Seems like they might have just been hanging out outside because it's cramped in here. I need Zachariel to make a dex save.
Oh, right.
As you see,
Nice.
like, how cramped it is in here, you bang right against the door frame.
Hum says, "Watch your O."
I'm gonna go up to the attic. Is my room trashed too?
There's, just stuff strewn about. Yeah, it's a little bit trashed. One of your favorite trinkets is, like, broken on the floor.
I am briefly sad, but then I'm gonna rush back outside since nobody's here and go back down to that little hallway.
Okay.
And we're gonna follow the hallway.
Delia.
I wave him off.
What about your dragon?
Nathan.
That sort of stops her, and she remembers that she has Nathan. And I'm gonna send Nathan down the little hallway.
Alright. You send Nathan down the little hallway. You lose he goes more than 100 feet, so you lose the telepathy and the senses. What exactly did you command him to do? Just follow it until...
Just to follow it and see if he finds anybody.
Alright. Some time passes. Are you guys just gonna stand around outside? Are you gonna...
I'm not outside. I'm down in the little basement.
Can we get into where the flower is?
You can.
And not down.
It's just kind of a...
So
it's
we
a
probably
Okay.
we just hole up so anything passing by doesn't just come fuck with us.
Alright.
I'd like to, before we do go inside, though, to try to check for any like footprints, gnomish size, leaving the house as if it was abandoned.
Go ahead and roll investigation. Yes, you do see evidence of foot traffic that belongs to gnomes.
And it looks like it came from the house.
You see, like... Well, the thing is, you see foot traffic that leads like this, but you're not sure how fresh it is. Because,
Gotcha.
of course, they would go down to the cellar consistently.
Yeah.
Hey, being trained in the ways of survival and tracking down my prey, am I able to ascertain how fresh or...
Yeah, go and roll survival. It's a little bit, what's the word I'm looking for, coagulated. A little dry.
Yeah.
But it's definitely more recent than 24 hours.
More recent than 24 hours to die, but it's a little dry.
Let's make certain they're not in the house.
You did.
We've checked everything because I didn't go downstairs or anything like that.
There was no downstairs in the house. There was the upstairs, and then these rooms that are displayed on the battle map.
Oh, I thought we had like that 10-foot room down here. I didn't know if there was anything else in there because we started the combat after that.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, didn't make that clear. They went down, they looked around, they followed the trail, or they followed like the little blood droplets, but found a door that leads into another room underneath it, and that's where Delia found the door that leads into this kind of tunnel hallway in the earth.
Gotcha. Have we explored the tunnel hallway in the earth yet?
That is what Nathan's doing.
Gotcha. All right.
So it takes some time as you guys are holed up in this cellar. But about 20 minutes later, Nathan returns. And am I blanking on what familiars can do? Can familiars like tell you what they see? They can do that, right?
Yeah, and
course
can
they can.
communicate
Okay.
with it telepathically.
Nathan tells you that your family is on the other side, way through this tunnel.
I'm just gonna start scurrying, and I'm gonna tell him that they're down that way. They're down this.
Who's going?
Hum goes out and tells Zachariel and Tadias and Fox that her family's down the tunnel and she's gonna follow.
Be safe. We'll be here.
Can I take you Darnik with me? Or
Sure.
no, he's already gone somewhere, right?
He's with Gorbash right now. If everything's
Okay,
going
we'll
well.
send Nathan back if we'll send Nathan to you if anything.
Right.
All right. So, I was really hoping that they'd go with you so I could describe how annoying this tunnel is for the big guys, but I don't get to do that now, and I'm sad. But that's okay. So, it takes about 10 minutes for you to crawl through this. It's a A-okay fit for the two gnomes. You're just walking through. You're not crawling. You know, the ceiling is like maybe about 6 inches above your head, but, you know, this isn't bad. And you kind of pop out, and Delia, you see your family in their entirety in this more wide open, sort of loosely cobbled room. And then you see like a access leading out. And should I put that in my notes?
Delia, like, she smiles
And you're
and looks very happy, and like she starts to like happy cry, and then she passes.
well, before you pass out, God damn it, where's that chart you made? Why didn't I put it in my notes?
Oh, the family chart.
Mm-hmm.
I'll find it.
I'll be right back.
Okay. You know what? It's 6:30
I found
almost. Let's take 5 because I need to eat anyway. And then
Sounds good.
We'll continue with the scene.
I'll get some water. See you in a sec.
All right.
Mhm.
We got all of our N-words out. Great. I'm gonna edit that out. Don't worry.
Thank goodness.
Moving on. By the way, Delia, as you like walk through this tunnel, you and Hum both noticed that there was some like splashes of blood on the ground. When you arrive, you see your whole family, but Cal is sort of slumped against the wall, and they have him sort of supported up, but he's deathly pale.
Oh, I would have immediately gone to him if I saw him like.
Go up to him, and Dara, your mother, Delia. He walks over to you, and like wraps her arms around you.
What happened? What's wrong with Cal?
Well, and your dad, Marcus, walks over, and your mother starts to softly sob, and Marcus says, "Well, it's early in the morning, and suddenly, without any warning, there are gnolls everywhere. And Cal, he took the initiative and got everyone out and into our little hidey hole. We put this in a few weeks ago. We're under the Citadel right now.
Oh, that's a long way.
Did you close the door behind you?"
We've
There are
got.
people on the outside.
"And who are you?" he says, looking at Hum.
Oh, hi, I'm Hum. I'm Delia's friend.
"Are you? Oh, you're the one that plays at Twiddles and Fiddles," says Yurik, another gnome, one of Delia's brothers.
I do. Step aside, let me see if I can help Cal.
He frowns, and he does not look good. In fact, it almost looks like he's not even breathing.
Oh, that was wrong button.
And you kill him.
Well, I checked to see if he's got a pulse.
He is barely hanging on. They've been distracted up top. They have a lot of other casualties that they're dealing with. He kind of comes back. Thank you.
How
Yeah,
you feeling?
Ilya?
I start crying. And I like hold his face and I like squeeze his head.
And the whole like gnome family here, they just like collapse in this big hug pile.
And we pull Hum in.
Hum is blushing. She's like doing that weird, kind of uncomfortable, doesn't know how to be a family thing. Maybe I should go back and tell them that everything's fine. Does that door lead to the Citadel?
We're down a bit a ways under the warren, but yes, it leads up to the warren that's under the Citadel, where they've made just in case of situations like these. This seems like something wrong. There was no warning. There were no flares, no alarms, no bells. Until about an hour in.
I'm gonna go get the guys. Embarked.
I'm gonna turn to my family and ask them if they're gonna. Are you guys gonna be okay if I go with her?
Oh, you stay here with your family. I think that if we can get the guys through the hole, this would be a good place for us to be.
Delia nods.
I'll be back.
All right.
Delia, like, dashes. Well, not dashes. She does her best to walk to the guys.
So after about 20 minutes, comes back.
You know, Tadias, they're taking a long time. I hope they're okay.
It's really far in.
Oh,
Those cries
Jesus.
didn't
Don't
echo
scare me
through
like that.
tunnel, did they?
What's the deal? How are they down there?
So her family's down here. And the tunnel leads to an area of the Citadel. So
Wait,
my
wait.
is that we take this tunnel back down here and we try to go through up and through to the Citadel.
Now, knowing the Citadel's on like the far west side of the city, right?
Yep.
Do I believe their tunnel really goes that far?
I don't know what kind of check to ask you for.
Well, I have cartography skills.
It's well, this is more like geology.
Eh.
I mean,
Map denominations and distance, because that would be upwards of an entire city, and I don't know how many miles the city is, but
it's not that. It's
that
definitely not
big as far.
miles. Horstride's not that big.
how is that big? All right.
I mean, from one side of the fence to the other on the west side is like, well, it's about a mile. Okay, so this is
And we're outside the city.
this might be Michael not getting the timing right. It takes them about as long as it would to hike 2 miles,
Oh, okay.
which on little gnome legs is
A
quite
good
a bit.
clip. Zachariah, it's more up to you. Do you think you can fit?
Okay, what is that supposed to mean?
You are larger than me. You
I
have
walked
no
right
armor.
in, all the way down. No problem. Never touched
Oh.
my head to the ceiling, nothing.
I show her the bumps on me and Zachariel's heads.
You should
So-
watch where you're going.
So you're saying the tunnel is wider and taller than the house?
No, it's probably equally as wide and as tall as the house, 4 miles.
Oh.
Probably about 1.5 miles.
Did you, like, use your polymorph on us, or...
I can't. I do not have very many spells left.
So we can walk for a stride with gnolls, or we can crawl on our legs like dogs through an entire passage.
and take no damage.
Your pick, I'll leave
Worried
it to
I'll
you.
crawl.
I'm more worried about the other people taking damage.
Agreed.
I'm just saying.
If it gets to the Citadel, I want to be there. I have to make sure someone's safe.
Well, then I guess
You mean
we're...
Katie?
I didn't see her at the way shields.
Let's go.
Well, if it's for Dadias' woman, I guess I will have to force myself to crawl through the tunnel.
There's
I
enough
mean-
blood where it hides my blushing, but it is there.
We don't want to get in the way of true love.
Yes.
I am sorry for the behavior as I slip to Vox. I know it must be very different from other way shield organizations you've been with.
It's true.
No, I think this is the way it usually goes. Camaraderie is camaraderie.
Yep. I give Dadias... I pull him into a hug. I will help you! I start squeezing him.
I've done too much
I'm
to
very tired.
I can see that. Okay, big guy. He's very good. Thank you very much.
Say, after all this is over, can we have some bacon?
You can have all the bacon, Zachariel. All of it.
And some
And
booze?
some pork chops.
Some
Booze.
poor
Oh.
decisions?
Oh, please. Don't. You should have seen. I almost shed a tear if I wasn't so angry when I walked in the tavern.
What?
All
It's
of the
not-
alcohol and poor decisions is gone. It's
No.
all broken. It's in the side of my face.
All of Twiddles and Fiddles is gone.
Oh,
Which means,
God.
like, everything I own.
What
but I
about
have
the
you
giant
guys.
stage?
But if we can find everyone and they're all safe, it'd be worthwhile.
Oh,
Yes, let's go.
come. You can move in with me.
I'm assuming
That would be a perfect idea!
I'm assuming that you guys are crawling through at the moment.
Yeah,
I'll just,
I'll just-
I'll just describe how much of a bitch it is after you're done with this scene.
I could sleep with. I could be. Sihara and I could share a room. I could teach her everything I know.
Okay, maybe this is not the...
this this
chuckling at his
No take
realization of
backsies!
it.
this tunnel that you're crawling through, Tadias and Zachriel have to like military crawl to get through this.
Nice.
For Vox, it's not as hard, but it's still kind of uncomfortable. And there's a few points where Zachriel has to like wiggle his body to fit his massive frame through certain areas of the tunnel, and it takes
Worry.
about
Helm's not touching the roof or anything.
and it takes about an hour to get through all this, and the night wanes on, and I need everybody to make another Constitution saving throw. DC 14. Stop doing this to
No,
yourselves.
we got one. I got an exhaustion. Let's get it.
Shit, Delia.
Delia's out.
Are you? You're not with them, so I'm gonna assume you're asleep.
No.
Yeah, let's say Delia's on.
Well, I would be waiting for them to like come through the
Wait,
tunnel.
yeah.
Is
but
Vox,
you're
is
not
Vox
doing
making them? Because Vox was just here. She might have been. resting
Oh,
for it.
right. Yeah.
Okay. Well, then you're. I mean, you're still. You've been fighting all day. So
But yeah, there you go.
but it's not the same DC, but that was still a natural one. So you're gonna take a level of exhaustion.
I'm a sleepy boy.
I'm assuming that Delia just passes out. Either Delia can pass out, or you're gonna have 3 levels of exhaustion. Make your pick.
Okay, she'll just pass out.
Okay.
It's funny. I was hearing you guys poorly because I don't have my headphones. That's why I had to change my sound real quick. I'm in normal headphones, so I heard cow every other time. I was like, "Is it really cow?" She named her brother Cow. Then I found the thing like Cal. Oh, Cal. All right, gotcha.
This is almost as bad as being inside the frog.
So eventually.
Ooh! Vox, did they ever tell you the story about Frog Hemoth?
No.
This is not the time.
Sorry.
It's the perfect time! I'm a storyteller. I'm walking down this hallway. It's perfect.
Oh, I
It's
do
funny.
love-
She's walking and mocking all 3 of us on our knees. Walking.
So So I tell Vox the whole story of the froggy myth. I have this feeling she's like giggling as she's going.
All right.
I'm a veteran, damn it.
A very fine veteran.
And Vox is like, I guess that's what you get if you use a shovel for a weapon?
Okay, now. Listen, you leave Suni out of
Well, I'm coming in. I don't know much about the shovel. I'm like,
I take
Yes.
offense. I slightly take offense to that.
Tell her about the shovel, Zachary.
It's his girlfriend. No worries.
it. Well, hey,
Not to mention that he has a wife on top of
She understands fully. Floriana's fool.
It's a working relationship. So
I would hope that you don't say that around her.
Oh. Never say something like that with Floriana at all.
Casting sending.
Well, the one you have that can cast sending is way asleep. So when you hear the first thing you hear hum as you like leave this tunnel and end up in this cobbled like stone cobbled floor and wall. Did you shut the door behind you?
What?
When we came from the house, yeah, because we were in that little area that went down to the stairs first.
I don't know if we shut the door behind us. I'm so sorry.
Just make a decision.
It was the door into the thing, like when we led to the bloody basement, we closed that one. I don't know about the one inside.
I have a feeling Vox would have dipped behind her as she came in.
Right.
Well, when we went into like where the flower was, I closed the door so no one would see us.
Yeah.
But I don't know how to close the magical rock door.
we don't know that
it
one.
was a rotating on a pivot.
Yeah, we definitely didn't do that one. At least me and Zachary.
No, it's fine. Don't worry about it. I'll take Suni out, and I'll touch her against the edge of the tunnel and close it.
Oh. You can undo that, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I can, yeah.
Oh, alright, well then we're fine. Delia fell asleep. How long have you been... Who are all of you? Delia never introduced us to you.
Oh, hello. I will stand up and hit my head off the ceiling.
Yeah,
I
you
guess.
definitely do.
Oh!
It's only about 6 feet tall. That must have been quite a crawl for you, says the older male gnome.
Oh, especially after running like, what was that, like 100 miles or whatever?
What?
A little bit of an exaggeration, but it's been one hell of days.
Yeah, we were south of Canadera this morning, so...
That's pretty close to 100 miles.
Well,
How are
there you
you?
go.
No wonder Delia's laid out.
Forgive me. My name is Zachary Vitalis. I'm a veteran way shield.
He nods. How do you say your last name, Delia?
Ningle.
Marcus Ningle.
Oh, pleasure.
And this is my wife.
My bad.
And this is my wife, Adara. And he starts to introduce you to everybody. Well, Dottie and Myra and Orsius. Orsius?
Yeah, Ursus.
Cal and Yerik.
Is Miley there?
I said that. Myra?
No,
The
Miley.
grandmother?
My
Oh, yes.
grandma.
Yes, she is.
Oh,
This is-
Mima.
This is my...
She is an old gnome, like hunched over, gray hair,
Chewing her lip.
huge
Hmm.
bottle, like Coke bottle glasses.
Nice.
You're gonna introduce me? She says. This is Adara says, this is my mother, Miley.
Oh, well, I'm so glad to see you're all safe and sound. Well, for the most part.
Cal's a little roughed up. He's gonna be fine.
Good.
This is our friend Tadias Adenoff,
Hello.
and this is Vox.
hello.
So, Hum tells us that we're below the Citadel.
Yep.
How did you build this?
We contracted solid strides.
Oh, it all makes sense.
Seems
Is
that,
this like your panic room, or?
well, things started to start getting a little bit. Rumors started going around, and didn't really want to take any unnecessary risks. And we do live on the outskirts, so we decided to have a little connection to the Citadel.
Perhaps I should do the same.
What kind of rumors?
Rumors of. Hold on, my notes. Well, you know, the whole thing with the elemental cultists and other nameless cultists.
Oh yeah, we've heard those rumors.
Oh, you all must be hungry.
We're not too bad off, actually.
Okay.
But
I must say, I love your flour. It's very, very good.
oh, thank you. We do our best.
I begin assessing the area we are and looking for a way upwards.
There's a way
to second
upwards. There's like a way in the hallway. You look out. There's like a hallway. It's very. It seems a little confusing at first. I didn't map this out, but it's pretty clear like which way the exit is. There's painted arrows that are on the floor.
I'm gonna start following those arrows.
You start running into people.
I'm just gonna keep my eyes out.
All right, you keep your eyes out. And you start. You realize you're ascending a little bit, and then there's a stairway. Does anyone go with Tadias?
Red.
I'll go with him.
Okay. You start going up, and you see a militiaman talking to some people. All right, do you have enough blankets? Do you have enough food? All right, good. And he looks and he sees. It says, "How did you get in here?"
I crawled. I'm looking for anyone from the Archaeological Society.
You mean through the nope? That must have been a crawl. Come with me. And
Coming.
he starts leading you up more, and you're suddenly up in the sort of main hall area of the Citadel. But as you start ascending, and like you pass by, you notice a familiar face. Sort of this person that's slouched against the wall, a white dragonborn. You recognize
Calazan.
Calazan. He looks up.
Does he look injured at all?
He doesn't look injured, but he does. Actually, he has like a couple scrapes on him, but he looks very somber. He looks very disjointed, and he's kind of staring out into space. And he looks up. He says, "Tadias, Hum, Zachriel."
Oh, hey, buddy.
It's good to see you.
It's been a long day.
It has. It
The
has.
longest.
Are you okay?
He looks at his hands and his arms, and like there's a couple scrapes. He says, I'm fine with my body, but well, solid strides is gone."
Oh no.
During this
What do
whole
you mean, gone?
during this whole null thing, some individuals came in with this armor that looked like it was made out of earth, and these clubs, and they're probably mages. They came in, and all of the elementals we were working with, they did something to them and took them with them.
Did they say where they were going?
Chaos, I didn't really hear, but they went before I was able to get out of there with a militiaman. Saw them heading. I saw them heading west, north of the river.
We've run into that type before. They're not pleasant. Sorry for your loss.
Well, if they're heading west, they could be heading back towards that temple or that library that we first saw them at.
Suppose so.
Remember where Renwick was?
Blinks. I don't know what's going on. We are so close. We were so close.
Close?
Well, everything seemed to be going so well. I was with, well, it was mostly me at this point. I was teaching the employees Terran, talking with the Earth Elementals. It seemed like I was ready to move on to the next company. I was going to go to, he kind of looks at Tadias sheepishly and he says, winds and sails, but, I mean, just kind of stops talking.
Where's your father?
I haven't seen him for a few days.
Where's Grobash?
Somebody, the militiaman who was, like, leading you, he says, they found him.
What do you mean you found him?
Grobash is dead.
Oh no, where'd they find him?
He says, you're the one he referred to, the excavators, right?
Yes.
Yes.
I'll take you to Colonel Blaze. He starts leading you up.
I'm gonna zip my little dragonfly back in the pocket.
So, he starts giving you, he starts talking, he's like leading you up these stairs, and inside, this castle building. He says, several hours before dawn today, it was just an absurd amount of gnolls just came into the city. No alarms, no one who was on watch raised alarms. No flares went up from the outskirts. And by the time one of our corporals realized what was happening, they were already in the walls.
How?
We don't know. When the alarm was raised, it seemed like, I think the official counts put it near a fourth of us. They weren't at their posts, or they were abandoning their posts.
Traitors.
If it wasn't...
It sounds like too many to be traitors, though. All of the traitors were up at the same time?
I don't know. If it wasn't for Brenlin, we wouldn't have gotten organized.
Brenlin?
Brenlin Shorewatcher. That's his last name.
Wow, we haven't heard that name in a long time, Zachariah.
See, a good deed doesn't go undone.
He starts, he says, as you guys are like walking up the stairs, he starts telling you a story. And I'm gonna do it in a cutscene, because I like doing that. So, like, flashback. The courtyard between the gate of the citadel and the actual building. A flurry of panicked voices as the bells of the threat level sound, and everyone jumps to an alarm. A voice shouts out, "Close the gate! There are too many of those beasts! They'll tear us apart without the rosin!" Referring to the elemental rosin they'd use on their swords. A voice from the battlement atop the citadel, barely audible above the litany of whimpering cries. Get geared up! Report to your corporal! Do not cower! But the men don't listen. The portcullis begins to lower, and as it reaches its halfway point, a young, relatively green recruit, a private, climbs atop the scaffolding near the winch for the portcullis. He cries out, "How dare you, you cowards!" All eyes on this young man. His breath catches in his throat. "You heard the colonel," another man replies out. "They're all over the city, man. Are you insane? We can't." "We can! How dare you! You are sworn to protect this city and its people!" The young man draws his sword and holds the pommel out toward the crowd. As it's still dark, he says, "You can't see this, but on the pommel of this sword is the family crest of a man. A man that spared me, sent me here. I used to work with a cult. Silence in the courtyard. The sounds of chaos just a bit down the hill. That's right. The cults we've all heard whispers about. The cults that have been causing trouble for the past couple of months. I worked for one of them. A patsy, mostly. But when Zachariel Vitalis and his companions found me, he gave me a chance to make it right, and I took it. And I've never been happier in my life. Force Stride's amazing. The militia accepted me with open arms. They even let me use his sword. The city cares for us. They feed us, equip us, pay us. We cannot let the city burn in its most dire moments. We must protect the people. He raises the sword. We must fight! A single unified cry of "Yeah!" raises from the crowd of militiamen. Out of the crowd, a tall, imposing man with graying red hair and beard walks up to the younger private. He clasps Brenlin's shoulder. Private, if you make it through the next couple of days, you're going to be a corporal. Brenlin stammers out, Yes, sir, Colonel Blaze. Colonel Blaze turns to the crowd. Get the gate open and report to your patrol leader. If you cannot find them, fall in with another patrol. We are in danger. You are to rouse and escort as many citizens as you can back here. I want archers on the battlements. No more wasting time. Go! And you guys are in front of a office. He knocks. Colonel Blaze, I have those folks that Grobash was talking about, the excavators. Come in. He opens the door. See a tall man with graying red hair stand up from his desk. He looks haggard as you feel. Walks over. I don't believe we've had the pleasure. I'm Colonel Blaze.
Colonel Blaze, I'm Zachariel Vitalis.
I've heard a lot about you.
With veteran Way Shield.
Mm-hmm. Do good work.
I wouldn't say it's all good, but we do get by.
Hi, I'm Hum.
He kind of reaches down to shake your hand.
The guy is old enough. I'm Dimitri's nephew.
Dimitri. He's safe.
I imagined as much. I was less afraid of him for others.
We've spent most of our day getting evac out of the Elemental Hill. Our resources are scarce and we're a little bit thin, so that's the best we were able to do today. I hope tomorrow...
We've got about 50 or 60 people holed up in the Way Shield's headquarters. It's very cram-packed, but it's all barricaded on the street.
Oh, it's good.
How do we aim to regain the city?
Oh, with you here, once everyone gets a little bit more rest, we've thinned their numbers. Tomorrow we should go out in strength and take down as many as we can.
I'll let you know that we're not the best for fighting, but I am eager to take patrol if needed. We ran straight here from the south of Conader today.
He furrows his brow. From
The horses didn't enjoy it either.
Yes, the steeds gifted to us by our friend Ilaria.
Magic.
Animal spirits, I believe they were.
Well, even then, traveling...
Well, there were the ones that we bought.
There's real ones. We ran through a lot of animals.
You did run through a lot of animals.
We did purchase horses.
100 miles of hard riding will tire anyone out. I'm surprised.
And then the fighting through the city. Well, you know, I'm a veteran Way Shield. I kind of like crack my back and stand up. Blood just gushing.
So,
Private,
one question.
He says, Private, you're dismissed, and the guy leaves. Go on.
What do you know of the Archaeological Society? Do we have anybody here?
He rubs his brow and he walks over to his desk. Memo. They're sheltered up. Apparently, Miss Kulger couldn't bear to part herself from the artifacts within. So I have a few of my men over there. They have the place boarded up.
She's as stubborn as you.
Today it's a good match.
I hope she didn't end up with giant slashes and lacerations on her face as well, doing the stupid things.
No casualties as far as I'm aware, at least in that area. That particular incident, as he's like looking over the memo.
How did this happen? How did they get in without any warning? I don't understand.
His face grows dark. He says, "We're not entirely sure. Sure you've heard the official story from the private?"
I've heard the stories from families. I've heard the story from my own sort of kind of family. No bells, no flares, no warning.
I fear that this was by design. I've lost a fourth of my men without them even dying.
Well, a similar situation happened in Orboro. I don't know if you're aware of this, but the guards there kind of started working for the enemy.
Takes a deep breath. I fear we may be facing the same thing.
Well,
And if they he says, throughout the day, we hadn't seen any of them, just the gnolls. So, the deserters, we haven't been able to really account for the deserters yet, but those that deserted, they're nowhere to be seen in town.
do we have any idea where the gnolls may have come from?
It's too early.
Like, did they?
We didn't do any investigation there yet. We were focusing on getting
No,
citizens evacuated.
that makes sense. You're right. That makes sense. Sorry, I'm very tired.
You're not alone.
You're not alone.
We're going to have to rest. I don't know how much more I can go, and I can't help anybody. Zachriel.
Well, you can play music and make them feel a little better, you know, just relieve them of the tension. You may not have a giant stage, but you do have a citadel stage. You could rouse the men.
I have up.
I'm not talking about magic,
tired,
just the magic of
Zachariah.
music.
Okay,
Right.
so Hum pulls out her her lute, and she begins to play.
Roll a performance check.
Impressive.
It's just muscle memory at this point. Like Hum starts playing, but then you notice she's asleep as she's playing this beautiful tune.
Right. Sorry to bother you, Colonel, is it?
Blaze.
Blaze. I like that name. Oh. Blaze. Do you have anywhere that, I know you're pretty jam-packed here, but even just like a space on the floor somewhere where we could rest?
Of course. There's still space in the Warrens. As I've said, we haven't been able to evacuate everyone.
One of the gnomish family members down in their little hidey hole has sustained some pretty bad injuries. Hum did what she could for him, but do you have any medicine people up here, like someone who could bandage or?
They're working. They've been working all day to help anyone who's been wounded. It's been slow going. We don't have as many men as we normally do.
The boy will be fine. He just needs to rest.
I think the wise decision here, Blaze, is for us to get some rest, and we should link up with the way shields and join forces to clear out the city.
Oh yes, that was going to be my plan. As soon as I was able to reach out to Gordon.
Well, he is well.
Good. We'll need his help. then I think you should carry on with your plan to rest before you pass out. And then he kind of smiles softly.
I've never felt better.
Tired.
Raises an eyebrow.
No, I'm very tired.
Zachariel, there's one thing we should do before we rest.
Yes.
I resummon you, Darnik, with the little note, and I take the note off and I hand him a new piece of parchment from my bag. We might want to let go to another situation.
Oh, yes, that's a good idea. Alright, so I'll just write on the note. We've made it to the Citadel through a very arduous tunnel crawl. We've linked up with the militia. We're going to rest for the night and then attempt to link up with you so we can clear out the city. If you
Don't
would
forget
like,
to tell Gordon that Gorbash is gone.
Oh, unfortunately, I regret to inform you that Marshal Gorbash has fallen. Please tell Stoneflame that he will not get to meet his Goliath kin, but he could avenge him.
Alright.
Yep.
Okay. So you send the dragonfly off, and you guys find a space in the Warrens to pop a squat. I guess nearby Delia.
Yeah, sure.
There's
Cuddle puddle with all the gnomes.
I mean, there's. You guys have.
I imagine
Go on.
the Warrens has more space for me, so I won't go back down there.
I mean, you know, it's not hard to find a spot that's somewhat nearby. All right.
Hum goes and cuddles in Delia's family.
Aww.
Yes.
Before you tuck her out, Tadias, Udarnik comes back. A note. And on it, it says, "Understood. Stoneflame is sad. Gordon."
I say the note, I'll give it to Zachariel in the morning.
All right.
Oh, I can't imagine Stoneflame being sad. He's always so chipper.
But he's chipper because he gets to battle.
So,
Well, I'm sure that the Wayshield headquarters is in good hands with him there.
go ahead and give yourselves a long rest.
Thank God.
Move a level of exhaustion, if you got them, and restore all your bits.
Oh, the bits. Now I go back to 0 death failures.
Sure do, buddy. Wait, did I rule that? That you keep death saves?
That's how it works. If you actually get down again in another fight in the same day, you only get like 1 new death save.
I don't know if that's the rule.
I thought so.
I'm pretty sure your death saves reset when you come back to life. Like,
I mean, I
your
like
magical
that. I
healing.
think that's pretty fucking dramatic. Yeah, let's do that.
That's how I was taught it, because the idea is, yeah, you got close to dying, you're still the same day. You're pretty damn close to dying still, regardless.
I also like that.
Yeah, we'll do that. Fucking turn up the gears.
Crank it up.
Well, I'm a little bit disappointed that you're not with Sihara right now, but that's okay. Morning comes. Zachariel, make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh boy.
You feel sick,
Hmm.
and it's the same sickness that you remember feeling when you came back to Force Stride that one time. You're the poison condition.
Great. Today's I don't feel.
You don't look good either, friend. I hand him the paper and I say, yeah, looks like Stoneflame's not feeling too good either.
We cut to when Gordon gets that letter and he says that out, and Stoneflame's just like, "Oh, what? No! You tell them I'm sad. Tell them I'm sad. Make sure he like walks over to Gordon. Make sure you tell them I'm sad. I'm very upset.
Right, I'm sad.
So yeah, we're back to the present now.
I think they're using the same thing from before. Which means Gordon knows how to find it.
Oh no. I begin looking around at the other people. Do all the other Genasi's look ill as well?
Walking around the Warrens in the morning. Oh, I need to mark the calendar. You do see like a few Genasi here and there because they are still relatively uncommon. And yeah, you do find a few that look like they're sick. Somebody, you see like somebody had their head in a bucket. A child.
To hurry. And I really want a shower, but that'll come later.
Oh yeah, you're stinky.
At least wash your face.
That blood in my hair and everything's probably like black and purple by now.
There's water around. Like you can wash yourselves up.
Dump some on my head, and I'll just say, "All right." Clap with like the wet everywhere, ready to go.
So, Delia, you get ascending,
Ooh, I do.
and it's from why can't I pull her name out of my brain? Your buddy from
Corelli?
school, Corelli, and says, "This got to you, but I need to tell you what I saw."
I will write back. What did you see? Where are you? Do we need to come to you?
She's still at, as far as you know, she's still at the Wayshield's headquarters.
Yeah, but she sent me ascending. I'm just making sure that she's still there because we did long rest.
Well, she can't send back unless she casts the spell again. And now I have to make a decision on if she can actually do that. Well, you do the world building. How powerful is she as a mage? Do you think she has 3rd level slots?
What level was I when
5.
5? So she would probably be at a level 5 spellcaster.
All right.
We can say that you
like
made fun of her because she didn't take Fireball and she studied for sending.
Sure. Yeah, she'll send back way shields. Let's see. Well, let me type it up. Off the cuff. Stand by. Mm. The message you get back is, Way Shields, late night studying at Akka Library. Knowles just walked in. Fucking Gunter Weld, who you recognize the name as some self-important prick that you have the misfortune of going to school with, stood up and said, "It's time." Got out fast with invisibility.
Okay, I need to think for a minute about
Take your
what I'm
time.
going to say back. Are we planning on like going out and helping exterminate Knowles today?
You
It
guys.
seems on the docket.
Okay, I'm going to send her back. Let me type it out.
Okay.
Okay, I'm just gonna say I'll come see you to hear more. Going to help clear out Knoll.
Alrighty. So the Citadel is bustling with activity above the Warrens. Militiamen are getting organized, they're geared up, and if you're in the courtyard, you see the portcullis raising just a little bit, and down the field, see Knowles just fucking about. So what's your plan of attack here? What are you guys planning on doing?
I'm in the courtyard looking for Brenlin.
Sure. Zachriel!
Hmm? Oh,
It's Brendan.
Brenlin.
He says, you're here to help
I've
them."
heard... I am, but I've heard tales of your heroism.
He blushes a little bit. I mean, it didn't seem like... We shouldn't cower. You see he's got a few cuts on him.
That's right. We came as fast as we could.
Where were you?
Well, yesterday morning we were at the southern tip of Canadair Forest.
His eyes kind of go wide. How'd you...
It was a long day.
He nods as he's like putting gear on, and you hear somebody say, "Shore Watcher, let's go!"
Nice. I hope that sword is doing you well.
Grins and he says, "It's taken out several gnolls, that's all I know." And he starts like jogging away. He says, "Thank you, Zachriel."
Thank you, Brenlin.
And this patrol of militiamen start heading out, shouting. Orders are being shouted out. What are you guys doing?
Tadias,
Yes, what do you need?
I believe it's time for another fight.
Oh, I'm ready for some payback.
I'm casting
somebody
mage
say
armor on
fight?
myself.
Yes,
What was Delia saying?
Casting mage armor on myself.
Gotcha. Alright. You have control of the token, so tell me where you're going. It is the morning of Kythron 21. And just to give you some perspective, the GTF has just started their trek back over the Rollforth Road and will encounter those Habo Gabos and mages.
Hey, Like, does the sun kind of like beam into this courtyard?
Does it beam into the courtyard?
Yeah, like does the sun come into the courtyard, or is it kind of like
Well,
does
it's
the tower
raised-
does
it's-
it sit a little?
Yeah, it kind of overshadows by the walls.
Okay.
It's still early in the morning. Because I assume you don't really try to sleep in.
Well, my shield is at full charges now, so I was just kind of saying like maybe the sun like reflects off it,
Sure.
kind of gives like a little glow or something.
Sure.
I was thinking like, in Ocarina of Time when the mirror shield powers up. Yeah.
It's ready to mess up some fools, is what it's ready to do.
I hope Tolier made it to Dalmir unscathed.
Holy shit, who
I'm-
and who?
Tolier made it to Tomer.
Oh! Okay.
Tomer.
Tolier made it to
Yeah.
Tomerer.
Yeah, there we
Alpha
go.
Don't worry, I've already, there's some hidden Constitution saving throws in the chat way up there, and I've determined his route.
Oh boy.
Yeah, God.
Alright. Morning of Kythron 21. You guys have
Hey, Dias.
control of your thing. What are you doing?
Jedias, what are you doing all the way down there?
I begin meeting up with them. What do you think?
Born ready. Let's go.
Myself.
Alright, do we have a plan of attack? Is there anywhere we need to focus on? Blaze didn't really tell us.
Did you pull aside like a militiaman?
Is there... I imagine...
I mean,
there's a
they're
lot running
they're-
around.
yeah, they're running around. A lot of them are heading toward the gate.
You there, soldier!
Yeah. He's like looking at
We're-
his patrol who have also
ready.
stopped.
We're ready to wave into battle. Is there anywhere you need us to go?
Oh, the command the command room is in the great hall in the information booth. Blaze is still there, I think.
Okay, I guess we'll talk to him. Thank you.
They start heading off.
Where are we going?
I guess we have to talk to Blaze.
Right.
We just see if there's any key points of interest they need us to go to. If not, we'll just go out and start killing.
It's
Right.
the hills, the Archaeological Society, and the Way Shields, the way I see it.
Well, I mean, would you like to swing by the society to make sure that they're okay?
I believe in them. They'll be held up all right, but we'll do better if we have the Way Shields on our side.
Agreed. I imagine that if there's any students still at Akka, they could be valuable assets to the...
Let's confer with Blaze and see where he wants us to go.
Alright.
How tired does Delia look to me? Is she still extra bags of the or no?
Oh yeah, I look tired. Like
You gonna be alright?
I nod and I say, I probably won't be as quick on my feet as normal, but
How many? You should have
I've
like
got fight on me.
you should have one level of exhaustion right now because you fell asleep.
Yes.
Okay.
Back.
Put those quick horse feet underneath you, you'll be fine.
Alrighty. So you walk up to Blaze, who's like starting to. He has a whole map spread out of Forstride, and says he looks up and he says, good. Definitely have areas you might be of good help in." He points to the triangular building on the elemental industrial hill. A lot of gnolls have been spilling out of here, is what the men have been reporting.
Okay.
It's as if they're coming out from somewhere inside of it.
Have you, Mr. Blaze, seen a gnoll larger than the other ones with a purple insignia
I've gotten reports about those.
Likely wherever the nose are sprouting from, those things are. You need to eliminate the source and you can stop them from producing more.
He writes down a note.
This is
Okay.
gonna sound strange, but they spit them out.
I didn't think that was necessary, but if you wish.
All facts.
He furrows his brow and says, Gods.
Like a regurgitation of a giant creature, roughly the size of a man. It's pretty horrendous.
Right? You'll also take heart in knowing that I've sent a squad to the Wayshield's headquarters. Get some coordination in.
Good to hear.
Good. I need to ask, do you have any people who are strong with the, what do they call it, the weave?
Mages,
Yes.
not in the militia.
Okay. It might be wise to get some of your militia members to check the Arcus Academy to see if there's any mages holed up in there.
He says, yes to that. Aaron Bucklesmith has a small, whole, secure location in that area. Reports I've gotten say that he has a few mages sheltered in their little houses that they've constructed over there.
Okay, the reason I tell you this is the cultists employ some sort of magic energy thing that makes Genasi sick. I'm not feeling great today. So my skin is like paling. I don't know if it affects regular humanoids, but it definitely affects us.
He nods. He says, I'll make sure to account for that.
If you can, when we meet up with Gordon, he knows how to track it. He could be able to tell the other mages.
Delia knows how to track it too.
Oh, and so does Delia, a fabulous wizard.
You with us, Senna?
Yes.
Here, mention.
I will wave a little bit and then get started on ritual casting detect magic.
All right. So, what do you guys? So, is there anything else you want to talk to Colonel Blaze about?
No, I think that's it.
All right. So, what are you guys doing? Are you going to go to the? So he pointed out to Elemental Arms and talked about how he got reports of a lot of gnolls coming from there, and then you've also got the thing with the Genasi sick thing. So what are you doing?
Tadias,
Right.
can I borrow Udonic again?
Sure.
I just knew to send a note to see how it's fine.
Put him on his shoulder.
I will just quickly write a note to Gordon and hand it to, or place it in the legs of the dragonfly.
You've jerry-rigged something by now.
He managed to carry the dagger. I mean, he's going to handle that note real good.
Yeah. He's a strong boy.
I'm going to have to figure out the treat for him.
Don't
To
the dragonflies eat
familiars?
wasps?
And does he eat treats?
No idea. I think of him as a magical construct, really. He was more of a joke.
Okay, well, should we go to Elemental Arms? At the very least, we could maybe get some resin for the
need to
soldiers.
Regardless of how we worry about people, the more gnolls in the city, the more people are hurt. We need to stop the production of gnoll. It's just the truth of it.
Into the birthing chamber.
Okay.
You cut off the head.
Alrighty. So, start dragging your token. Tell me where you're going.
Not it.
Nose goes.
I already touched it.
I've already done it. We're going to give it to Zachary.
Hell yeah. Alright, we're going down.
Alrighty, you're going down and you can see militiamen already engaged with gnolls. There's it's almost Left 4 Dead numbers as they're fighting. So I'm going to... A couple things here. Kind of make this... So... Fighting in the streets. So on your way to Elemental Arms, you can choose to either pass by combat or help a little bit. If you pass by combat, it's going to be checks. If you help, it's going to be checks. But either way, it's going to affect outcomes later.
Well, I think we're trying to make like a straight line towards... It's this building, right?
Yep.
Okay, so, I mean, Zachary's just gonna... walking down the path. How's this terrain here? It's just like a hill, right?
It's a hill, and there's like actually more than one of these barricades, making it a choke point.
Is it like traversable, or would I have to follow the road?
You'd be smart to follow the road.
Alright, follow the road.
Ready.
Just let me know if I need to stop.
And coming around the corner here, a band kind of is broken away from a patrol of militiamen, and they accost you. How many are there? There are... 6 of them, because I forgot to type the 3 before I hit enter. Mook encounter. So, what's this look like as they sort of round the corner and almost take you by surprise? Make the music a little more exciting.
Zachary would just charge in, bashing and throwing the... well, swiping the shovel.
Alright.
Because they surprised her, I'm just going to pull out a rapier and just start stabbing with the pointy end.
Delia's gonna start unloading some fire bolts from her fingertips with like finger guns.
Alrighty.
Yeah, being taken surprise, Tyson's gonna do anything fancy. He's just trying to stab and cut a path for us to get to the place, so res her up.
Alrighty. Bam.
There we go, that helps.
Fox is just there with her sword, chopping heads.
Fresh from your slumber, you guys fucking cream all of these gnolls well above the party and individual DC, and you just cut a path. What's next? You start running down, and you see this group of gnolls and this militia in a big scrum. A few more are coming through like these buildings here and running your way. And you hear one of them say, "More to the left."
We'll take care of them.
4 of them start rushing toward you.
Fox shoots with her bow.
I'll stand in front, and as they rush in, I'm gonna try and just kind of like use the momentum to push them over my head so Tadias can stab them.
Yeah.
And because it looks so fun, Hum's gonna keep out her rapier and try to stab.
Delia is gonna wiggle her fingers and send some magic missiles at them.
For that +3 bonus?
Yeah.
Alrighty. You don't... You can keep it if you want.
I mean, if you'll let me.
I'll let you keep it. It was only 4.
Sure. Sparkly firebolt finger gun again.
I'm gonna give you guys the chart at this point, so that it's not ambiguous anymore.
Is there anything on the street I can use in a silly way? What kind of playthings do I have around?
There is several null corpses, a few human corpses, and like strewn about boards of wood, and like there's a chair. There's all kinds of debris.
I'm going to take the chair, run forward, and attach my grappling hook, and just kind of swing the chair behind the gnoll and trip him with the grappling hook and try to choke him out with the rope.
All right, nice.
So I'm going to improvise a improvised weapon attack. So, and that is going to be improvised.
All right, you
plus, what's the improvised?
You guys.
I think I got it, but yeah.
Fucking. Oh, I see. Well.
Yeah, I was using improvisation, the actual skill as well.
You just cream these guys. It's like nothing. You just cut them down. Thank you, they say as one of them stabs a gnoll and just lets him drop. And then you see them start to go into like the house they're near, and they knock on the boarding and they say, "Militia, we're getting you out of here." Meanwhile, what are you guys doing? Alrighty. You get up to there, and you can see on the corner over here another group of them. And you can see, like, I'm not going to represent it via tokens, but you see, like, some of them starting to run down in that direction and join them. And in total, you are faced with another fucking 4 that start running your way. How did you guys cream them?
Feeling like her rapier's working really well. Hum's just sticking with it.
Alrighty.
Oh!
That's unfortunate.
Delia is going to back up Hum with some like shatter coming like from her rapier and just demolishing the gnolls in front of her.
Alrighty.
So that's a +5.
Go ahead and note it.
Now that I've been doing a few fights with Vox, I'm starting to get how her tactics work. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up a gnoll body. I'm just going to kind of shield her as she starts popping people. So I'm going to be blocking, like checking them like a almost like blocker at football while she's just nailing them.
Nice.
So I'll use athletics. Yeah, take some damage.
Alright, so I'm not great at acrobatics, but I'm going to try it anyway.
Dude.
I'm going to run and just kind of like throw the shield in front of me and try to slide through them while swinging Zuni.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
Oh no.
Slowly
Might some eat some.
together something, so I don't actually see what the doing that. Stop. Hold on a second. Oh, you know what? Fuck that. Alright. Well, let me tally this up. Ooh, that's pretty bad.
I gotta go.
Yep.
You gotta go.
No, I mean, I gotta roll.
Oh, roll, please. Oh shit, yeah, that's really bad. Zachriel trips over himself and Anol just like gets in with this attack. Jesus Christ, the DC was 12, guys.
Shush.
Sometimes you can roll a 2. It's
Sometimes
life.
you roll a 2. It is life. And then Delia, fucking huge number, 32. Wait,
Thank goodness.
That's 32, right?
Yeah. 33. Right? +5.
33, yeah.
Right.
33.
Right. Okay, well, you succeed the party, so anyone that rolled below 12 is going to take damage, unless there's... How many? That's 3 of you that are going to take damage, and only 2 of you can negate, so who wants to take this 1d8?
I'm
Take it.
helping Hum.
I'm literally blocking with gnoll bodies. I'm definitely taking this one. I'm in the area.
Alright. So one of them just starts bearing down on Zachriel, but gets a arrow through the neck. But Tadias takes 3 damage.
All right.
Alrighty. All the things I didn't prepare. Okay, it's okay.
Yeah, you got like 20 more minutes.
You do got 20 more minutes. I'm just gonna make a quick, dirty battle map. Is what I'm gonna do.
I know the feel.
I'm gonna copy your tokens in a hot second. Actually, this. This. That's better. And I'm gonna grab your tokens, and then we're gonna have a little scrum, and then we'll probably end the session. Just give me a second to grab your dudes. Nope. Down here. Alrighty. So you make your way into the old Elemental Arms building, which is still boarded up. And on the inside, you kind of start following the knoll as there's like these hallways are tiny, so there's like one knoll, and just give me a description how somebody knocks them aside.
Targ to the face.
Charge to the face. Just splashed into the wall. And take you to the page now. Yeah. You're in like the lobby area, and you see this knoll here hacking up this one, and they all turn and look at you. Roll initiative.
Nice.
Well, you're still a little tired. It's fine.
It's a 1 though.
Ones happen. Sometimes you roll a 1. Sometimes you
alrighty.
roll a 2.
Wait, did something not get on?
Sometimes you roll a 2, and then your party member rolls a 1, and then your party member rolls a 1.
Right?
Ooh, Delia.
Just don't roll it on death saves. You're fine.
Alright, they all rolled. Okay. Vox, they all turn to you. They're not surprised, but they haven't acted yet. It's your turn.
Okay, I'm just gonna shoot at that one.
Alrighty. Fucking critical. You still get your sneak attack? It's if they haven't acted yet, right? That's how the assassin thing works? Not that it's an
Yeah.
auto
The
crit?
assassin, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. If they haven't acted yet, she gets the sneak die. If it's an auto crit, if they were surprised, then they haven't.
Right. Well, you crit anyway, and you use the aim action. Go ahead and roll that.
Roll them dice.
Roll them
use
dice.
that.
That's for 9. Okay. And then roll your sneak attack twice. Fucking arrow right through the
Oh
neck.
my god.
Just drops
It's
him
a
instantly.
lumpy fur bag.
Alrighty. Ah! This one's going to rush up to Vox, doing its sudden rush, and is going to try to bite her. 21. 5 piercing.
Seeing Vox get attacked, is going to send a mind sliver to this guy here.
Alrighty. That's an int save. Not very inty. Oh, he takes 10 psychic damage. As you
And then-
like. Sorry, go on.
And then
Sorry,
she's sending a vicious mockery towards.
Oh man, double whammy. Alright. He does not save for that either. You just rack his mind with pain as he's just like, I was just born! Rah!
Bummer!
Tadias.
Alright, bonus action, wind jets. Moving up. I'm gonna cut past this guy and get right next to them, flanking with Vox, and I'm gonna stab him with the blood flint.
Alrighty.
Yeah, that's gonna be an improvisation.
Okay.
We're do's and those. All right, let's do it again.
Oh my god!
Oh my god.
Roll a d100.
I'm the best at D&D.
Roll a d100.
I told you I could do this. I told you I could do this. Ready?
Nope.
Damn it.
It's not broken.
Damn it. All right, fine. Let's have it again.
That's a miss.
That's a 2.
Wow.
I rolled 2 ones and a 2. Yeah, I stand there menacingly as I stab into just fur and I don't catch anything.
All right.
Perhaps Hilaria gave it to the wrong person.
Looks like it.
Alrighty. The spirally guy. You keep getting yourself in this situation, Tadias.
Give me.
He just rushes towards you because you're the closest. And he's gonna Hail Mary. Claw. 19?
19 will hit.
13. And then he grabs your shoulders and gives you a little kiss. And by kiss, I mean a 22 hit to flatten for 7 piercing, 4 psychic. Roll that wisdom save.
Alright, let's take this 11 damage real quick. And let's roll his wisdom.
You don't save,
My brain hurts.
but your brain hurts, and we're going
Alright.
to roll on the madness table. Stand by.
I don't have a neurological disease by the end of this
Oh,
campaign,
God.
guys. I don't have like DID and just like hear voices and the like drinks I'm putting down.
Hello.
Good
Just-
thing that Hum works with brain.
You're gonna have just like the cackling of these gnolls in the back of your head.
There we go.
Along with the bacon.
Long-term madness. Roll me a d100.
Sure.
Two. Oh, fuck. You guys want to hear it out loud, or should I whisper it to Tadias?
Whichever's more fun.
I'll whisper it to
Whisper
Tadias.
to Tadias.
I want to DM Tadias. By DM Tadias, I mean Miles.
Oh, probably in Discord.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Roll d10 for me, too.
I'll roll a d10 too as well.
That's for the length. Fucking A. 9 minutes.
9 minutes. Gotcha. I can do this.
Alright. Zachriel.
All right, I'm run up behind this creature, and as I'm passing by, I'm gonna kind of like bull rush it with the shield to knock it over.
Alrighty. You don't knock it over.
Ooh. All right, I will attack.
Okay. Miss.
Oh my god, it's 2 4s in a row.
Hey, we're working our way up.
Crit.
That's good. That's gonna be brutal.
Alrighty. Clear that 11. And the 3 superiority die rolls. 4, 4, and 8. 16 more damage. He's looking fucked up and he turns to you, gnashing his teeth. That guy's dead. But that guy's dead, stop it. Alright. Well, this one's going to run up to Delia. And Hail Mary with a bunch of bites. 1, 2, 3.
The last one misses.
Well, you take only, how much that is?
8.
8 damage.
Oh, that's not bad.
Next one is going to take his sudden rush and run up to Hum. Take 1 bite out of her. 22.
Hits.
For 5 piercing. Delia.
All right. Everything I have makes noise. I am gonna send 3 scorching rays at the purple.
Alright, you'll have disadvantage on all of them because of ranged attack rolls.
Well, shoot. We'll just do magic missiles then, I
Alrighty.
guess.
On the barfer?
Yeah.
Alrighty. For 15 damage. It's a pretty good second level magic missile.
Sure is.
And he's... Fox. Are you moving anywhere, Delia?
No, I don't think so.
Fox.
She's gonna stab the one between her and Tadias with the sword.
Alrighty. Using the aim action, that hits. Actually, would have hit no matter what. Go ahead and roll. For 8 piercing. It's just enough to kill it. But you're out of actions. Are you moving? It's your turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna move closer to Tadias.
Okay. It's your turn.
Sky's in her face, so she's gonna stab him with her rapier.
Alrighty. That is a miss,
Not
unfortunately. Alright, Tadias.
Vox, 1 or 2?
2.
You see a giant vein on Tadias' forehead just start to bulge as he begins to just breathe and slobber. He goes to start to form at the side of his mouth as he turns towards you and he's going to attack you.
Shit.
Alright, do it again.
Roll a d100.
I am
No
What the
way.
fuck? I am God. I am God. Get out of here.
Roll a d100.
Something's
Twice,
weird
right?
with that. Why does it say 1d20 CS?
It says plus 10 to hit.
That's the code for... That's like a macro for something. Like if
I've rolled with it before. It hasn't done it. Let's just try it again just to make sure.
Everyone has 1d20 CS on it.
Yeah, see, it's not the thing. So I gotta do it twice?
No,
And
because
then-
you used improvise, right?
No.
Oh,
I
okay. I
can't
see. I
think
thought
of
you
it.
used...
I attacked twice.
Okay, I thought you used improvise. Got it.
No, I attacked twice and I rolled 1 twice.
Alright, we'll go ahead and roll that d100 again. Alright, well, it's
Damn.
not broken.
So as I'm just slashing openly at the air, like just arm like completely stiff like Frankenstein, just trying to cut you.
Alright, Tadias is losing it. The guy, the fang of... You don't know the name yet, is going to attack Zachriel. Claw. And he tries to grab you and reach in for a bite. Fuck.
Oh, that's a hit.
Make that
Oh,
wisdom
no.
save.
No.
I'm gonna
Oh, fuck.
bolster
Oh, yeah! Indomitable!
Yes.
resilience.
You have a thing.
This is one hell of a way to end a session. Indomitable. You
Thank
save!
God.
Alright, you take that damage and that's it. Now it's your turn. You feel this assault on your mind. You can feel it slipping, but you steel your will. Come out of it. You come out the other side.
Even angrier, I'm going to bash my shield into its teeth.
Alright. It falls to the ground. And starts scratching at its neck. That's a hit. For 12 bludgeoning. That's another hit. For 9 bludgeoning, and it's not dead yet as it's all cut up. And at the end of your turn, it barfs this one up next to you. It's also prone, because why not? I think that's funny. I'm gonna roll his initiative real quick.
Tadias, what are you doing?
That's gonna go right after you. Oh wait, no, it's not. Okay. Well, the one in front of Delia is going to attack her for rush of bites. 21, 15, 8.
I am going to use my reaction to cast Shield.
Alrighty,
So only the 21 hits.
for 3 piercing. This one is at Hum's face, is gonna go in with a bunch of attacks. 22 and 20.
He's
Nickel and Diamond, yeah, for 9 damage altogether. The one here stays on the ground and is just like flailing about and is trying to bite at Zachriel's knees. I think that's funny. 13, 19, 10.
They all miss.
Alrighty, Delia.
And actually, when one of them misses, I'm going to riposte. Just
Alrighty.
because I think that's funny.
Go for it. He's prone. That's a hit. 11 bludgeoning. 14 bludgeoning, okay. Fox.
Nope, me.
Oh, sorry, Delia.
I'm in a Dispel Magic to Dias.
Alrighty. It's... Oh yeah, I guess it would work the same way. Yep.
When I see him starting to try to stab Vox, I'm gonna...
Suddenly your mind clears, Tadias.
Do I remember it this time a little better? Because last time I had like an intelligence of 1. This time it was
No,
just
you remember like something was just eating at you and you just had to swing at anything at all. And Vox just happened to be the first thing you saw.
You see an immediate amount of remorse in his face, and he turns towards the one that bit him. Oh, I'm gonna fucking...
And now it's Fox's turn.
Now it's Fox's turn.
Gonna come up here and do the stab with the sword.
Alrighty. He's dead. And you use the aim action for that? Or the cutting action aim?
She didn't have to. He was prone.
That's why I'm asking, because I don't know if you decided to use it or not.
Yeah.
Okay. So then, are you going to move anywhere?
No, stay here.
Alrighty. Tadias.
I'm gonna very obviously jump up and smash this guy's head in a little extra as I stab his friend.
Alrighty. Big hit for 9 damage. He's dead.
Throw the same dagger at this fool.
Alrighty. Math is hard. 13. Alright. And are you done?
I'll just move here and I'll be done.
I'm gonna stab him too.
Alrighty. That's a hit. Alright, how do you do it?
She just takes her rapier in both hands and stabs him right through the eye.
Yeah. He's dead. Zachriel.
Alright, I'm run down here to help Delia. You know how I fight.
I wave at him.
Prone.
He is prone.
He's just scrambling.
That's probably a miss.
He deflects the sword or the Sunni spade away. And but then you just slam into his shoulder and he starts bleeding and
I got this for me.
he scrambles to his feet and he swipes at you, or he starts like trying to bite at you, Zachriel. Bite, bite, bite. 24 hits.
24 hits.
For 6 piercing. Dead. Delia.
Okay, how does he look like he's about to...
He's bloodied and very hurt. You also have all of your friends coming in to fucking smoke him.
I'm gonna whack him with my staff.
Yeah. It's
Yes!
not enough to kill him, unfortunately. But Vox, it's your turn.
Oh, already. Okay.
This one down here.
Come down here. Stabby, stabby with the.
Yeah. All right. It's very dead. We're out of combat. Man, that was a clutch Indomitable.
Yes.
I think if we both go nuts, it's gonna be pretty scary because we're just gonna kill each other, right?
Depends on what he'd roll on the... Oh, wait, no. You just kill him! Or, wait, no,
Exactly.
you're right. Never mind, yeah.
Because everyone moved away from him.
You'd be feeble-minded. Anyway, Joy, if you are up to this point, thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching, Joe. I love you,
Enjoy.
Holy shit.
Holy
Bye,
shit.
Joy.
Bye.
Joy.